Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and today I'm going to discuss my disgusting thoughts on Android. So, I'm not going to try to mess with anything because I don't want to give anything away that shouldn't be up there, or up here. So, I'm going to leave everything alone and I'm not going to show anything. So, anywho, first and foremost, I've been a fan of iPhone for 10 years and I've tried to give up iPhone. And a part of me was screaming, dude. Like, a part of me was dying. And just because I had an iPhone 16e and an Android, it felt absolutely messed up. But I took the plunge anyway and got a hold of my iPhone 17 Pro. As a matter of fact, I was complaining about the device I have now. and it was stupid, but I'm laughing at the fact I was complaining about it. So, but I used to say, like Apple this, Apple that, Apple this, Apple that. When you try Samsung, it's a conundrum, a completely different kind of animal. So, a while back, I completely tried Android for 5 days. Hated it. That's why I was so glad I got my iPhone 7. Do I miss Apple having the home button? And I've seen this with a lot of people talking. They're trying to buy iPhone SE3s and stuff. And there's some people that are, hey dude, bring back the home button, bring back the home button, bring back the home button. I miss it, but I like using it without a home button. All you gotta do is swipe up. You don't have to double tap on the home button. So with Android, I had the 3-finger double tap and get into everything. And now I got 2 iPhones and I'm sitting here, and when I enter my messages application, for example, it's like part of me took a vacation. Had I not kept the other iPhone, I wouldn't have known. Either that or I would have remembered how to use an iPhone. Now, some of you people, I don't know what you did for Android to work for you guys, but for some of you people, double tapping on the screen's great. But for others, like myself, I had to triple tap. Then, when you have to dictate a message to shut speech up, you have to 3-finger double tap or 2-finger triple tap 3 times and hold. And when you do that, then you gotta, when you get to dictation on the bottom left of the screen, 3-finger double tap and hold. You sit there and you tap with 3 fingers, and sometimes it'll make that doink, and then sometimes it'll just talk. Now, if you have peripheral vision in one eye, you will see the send button, so that's how you know that it's working. So it also makes a do sound, and then you 3-finger double tap with 2 fingers and hold, and then it automatically stops it. Sometimes it'll put an extra word in. The difference, I will say, with Android and Apple, Android, when you're talking, it auto punctuates for you and stuff. Apple does it, but they do it at random, and sometimes it's a run-on sentence. And I don't just bother with actually typing the shit out, because regardless whether I am double tapping on letters with voiceover or vice versa, I don't have time to sit here and figure out what to say in a long message or a short message. Maybe okay and good and hi, that's it. But I'm not going to take the time to actually type and figure out punctuation and stuff like that. So, that's why I solely, heavily rely on dictation, because when you're out and about, you ain't got time to, hey, hold on, stop for a second, let me pull out my Bluetooth keyboard. From where? A bag? Nobody thinks to carry a bag. Some people nowadays will look at you funky and be like, what the hell are you doing with a bag? You always got a Bluetooth keyboard and you're typing away. And some people may have a fucking headache and, or in a pissed off mood. And, I just simplify things by letting Apple do what they think and all of that kind of cool stuff. Now, again, I have been an Apple user for, one is 2015, two is 2016. 10 years. Going on 11. Even though I went to Android twice, I've actually been with Android devices. I've had 2 Evo Shifts, Samsung Galaxy S1, Motorola Photon Q. So let's stop and count this for a second. It's going to be interesting. 2 Evo Shifts is automatically 2. Motorola Photon Q is 3. Samsung Galaxy S1 is 4. Okay. Google Pixel is 5. And a Samsung Galaxy S25 FE would make it 6. So I've had 6 Androids. I have had God, I'm literally counting this up. I've had the ironic thing about this is you're going to see it just a second. Hold on. Be patient. So, here's what it is. Ready? So, you got iPhone 4S, that's 1. iPhone 5C, that's 2. iPhone 6, that's 3. Two iPhone 7s, that's 5. iPhone XR, that's 6. iPhone 12 Pro, that's 7. I need to double check that. Maybe I skipped some. iPhone 4S is 1. iPhone 5C is 2. iPhone 6 is 3. 2 iPhone 7s is 5. iPhone XR is 6. Yeah. iPhone 12 Pro is 7. 13 Pro is 8. 14 Pro is 9. 15 is 10. 16E is 11. 17 Pro is 12. And I almost got an iPhone 17E to make it 13 iPhones in 10 years. Whew. Damn. How the hell did somebody break through my Do Not Disturb? Sorry, you guys, if you heard Apple's text tone. Somebody texted me, and I had Do Not Disturb on, which hello was supposed to ring through other devices, but it's okay. It's somebody that I know, so I'm not going to get mad at them. But typically, I don't do this without some don't disturb me kind of things. Maybe I have a setting set somewhere where somebody can break through, but it's okay. So let me double check, and I'll tell you how many iPhones I think I went through, because something does not sound right. Literally, something does not sound right. iPhone 4S is 1. 5C is 2. 6 is 3. 2 iPhone 7s is 5. Now, the reason why I had 2 iPhone 7s, one of them broke, and then the other one it's quite a funny story. So I owe you guys a long YouTube video because I haven't really done much. You know, I used to push them out, you know, with the videos, but I've kind of like taken a hiatus because I don't know what else to really cover, because it's just a certain things, but so we're at 5. Okay, so remember 5, because I'm trying to tell a story and remember this at the same time. I'm not getting any younger, guys. I'm 25, so I'm having to, I don't know. But what it was in 2018, I asked a friend of mine at school, hey, can I have your number? She said no, and several hours later, my phone quit working. I thought, well, damn, her no must have shut that off. Like, holy hell. Turns out the signal thing broke inside the 7. And I freaked out. I was like, how the hell am I going to be able to talk to my friends? And the person at the store went, how about an iPhone XR? Okay. So the iPhone XR makes it 6. iPhone, I think, I'm going to go with the 12. No, I'm going to go with the 12 Pro. So, the iPhone 12 Pro makes it 7. iPhone 13 Pro makes it 8. 14 Pro makes it 9. 15 makes it 10. 17 Pro makes it 11, and 17, or not 17, but 16E makes it 12. Yeah, I was right. It would have been 13 if I got the 17E, but I went back to my 17 Pro, so I stuck with that despite 5 apps at the time not working on it. It still works as a great phone, and I love it. So 12 phones in 2 5-year increments. Going on 6. So, needless to say, I've had 12 iPhones and 6 Androids, that's 18 phones total. Then I've had 2 flip phones. One when I was a little bitty thing, when I was a little bitty puppy. And the other one was a Nokia 2780. So back in the old days, remember in the early 2000s, if you're a 2000s baby like myself, if you were born in the early 2000s, you survived it, you're doing good. You're really doing good. Keep up the good work. Yeah. But when you're growing up in the 2000s, like you remember the flip phones by, certain name brands, and you get a little funky, messed up ringtones, and you answer the phone, and then you flip it shut to hang up, and stuff like that. I actually had 3 flip phones. I had one that flipped open like a mini laptop, and then I had 2 of them that flipped up like regular flip phones. So that makes it 21 phones. 21 phones in total in my whole life. Damn, that's a lot of devices. I don't have them all. And if I did, I'm not sure what I'd do with them all, Some people just waste, like some people that are visually impaired, instead of focusing on daily life, some people, and it's not me that's doing this, it's just some people have about 30, 40 phones with 150 numbers, and they just sit there and they just... They all ring, and you're like, what the fuck? So what are my plans? Let's see. I gotta think. I heard about the iPhone Fold. Huh. I heard about the iPhone Fold. I heard that it's ridiculously priced. Do I want it? What for? What for? Huh. I gotta think about that one. In my honest opinion, there's just no way the hinge isn't showable, or whatever it's called. They call it an invisible hinge. There's just no way, unless it's melted in to the phone. There's just no way. What are they trying to do? Like bring back flip phones but make them smart? I mean, I get it. They're trying to be in great competition, but it's just a phone. Just buy a MacBook, buy an iPad, buy a Chromebook, something. Bring a mini tablet, bring your bag with you. Like, why have a phone transform into a portable tablet? But I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. I've heard stories, and I'm really impressed to find the new voice assistant from Apple more than anything. And that's all I'm gonna say, because I have a HomePod Mini sitting next to me, and I don't want to trigger her. So, you got the new voice assistant 2.0 supposedly coming in iOS 26.4. It was supposed to do that. They didn't do that. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what. They said iOS 27. Okay. Will it come out? Probably not. If it did, well, raise my rent. And that's an old saying that I heard some people say. But anyways, am I going back to Android? No. If my Android's going to be of any use to me, which it's not going to be, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll keep it around if I need to get actual information from Google Gemini, because me and Lady A Plus right now are having a debacle. We're having a problem because she can't be accurate when I need her to be accurate when I'm asking certain things. And she don't give me the info that I need versus the regular Lady A that does. So, I will try to be up on here as much as I can. But you guys stay safe. I'll see you in the next video. And later, y'all.